I've been recovering from a punctured lung and broken ribs, so third time I've ridden the bike this year. Otherwise I've been on a road bike, so we'll see what we got come race day, but you know what? If I take my ego out of it, I'm just looking to get round safely at this point. No, not every race, mate. Sometimes you've got to send it to see what's possible, see what's happening.
Second stage of the World Cup, XTERRA Greece.
The water conditions are really nice, not too difficult at all. The bike course is another matter. This is a brutal course, George.
Welcome to the start.
And alongside another solid result in XTERRA Taiwan, he will be sitting quite pretty on the overall World Cup leaderboard, I think. There's absolutely no rest.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Greece in end of April is still quite early for me. That's almost still winter mode. But I've tried to use the few weeks between Taiwan and Greece to keep my form up. And obviously I'd like to defend my position in the World Cup. I know that there will be harder competition in Greece. A couple of more athletes are going to come that haven't been to Taiwan yet. So scoring a top 10 is going to be increasingly difficult. Yeah, but nevertheless, that's kind of what I aim for in defending a top 10 position in the World Cup, really. In Greece, I stayed with Morgan, a lad from the UK, and Dominic again. We rented a nice Airbnb, which was quite a cool place. We had our own kitchen and basically spent a week doing shenanigans and training a little bit as well. It's quite nice. It's always lovely coming to meet the lads, and it feels more like a holiday or a boys' trip rather than going out for a race. So the course in Greece is, I think it's like a mix. There's a lot of gravelly fire road, which I'm not a big fan of. There are some nice trails and some steep rocky downhills as well. For my taste, I would have preferred to have a little less fire road perhaps, and maybe a bit more trails in it. The run course was especially tough because it was basically alternating like really steep banks full of rocks that you had to almost climb or walk over, and then just fire road that you could just flat out send it. Physically very challenging. Again, maybe a bit more trail in between would be nice, but that's my personal preference, and I think it's definitely a course that's worthy of a World Cup stop.
It's a good one.
1 minute to go.
So we have a 60-second call for our elite men athletes.
30 seconds to the start.
The athletes, they're favouring that, the athlete's left-hand side.
15 seconds to go.
Scott Anderson and Kieran McPherson.
I realised I need to practice my starts, but yeah, it was a bit fuller compared to Taiwan. It was a bit more fighting going on. Came out of the water a bit further back than I would have liked, but it was still, I think around 15th or something, so that's all right. And then I rode the race on my own, didn't quite keep the groups and tried to go in my own pace. Not sure if that was the best strategy, but I certainly wanted to avoid killing myself, especially considering the hard run that was going to come. I ended up going onto the run as 12th, caught one guy up on the run towards the end of the course. And yeah, managed to secure 11th place in the finish.
This is Scott Anderson just making his way across the line. Rings the bell as he crosses the line.
Yeah, so now with 2 of 7 stops of the World Cup done, I'm still in 8th position, which is really nice. I'm really chuffed about that. Looking forward to going to the USA after this and racing the 3rd stop now for the first time with a short track.
Back here in Greece, it was a fun week. We had a lot of biltong and we worked on the World Cup ranking and returned the rental car with a few dents more.
And had some $15 drinks, lovely.
$15 drinks, €5 coffees, ready to go home.
But really enjoyable. And now we're just having a little stroll around enjoying the scenery. You can see my new yacht in the background. We're gonna go over there for a nice swim later on and maybe have some caviar and yeah, rich people food. Really.
Champagne party.
Champagne party.